Good morning, physics classes. I thought today we could do a video for the check-in. I am going to be releasing the lab, and I'll have a brief explanation of that, and I'll have that ready in the by noon so that you can do the lab. I've already created the Quizlet, both the class and a set with the vocabulary terms. It's a really easy program, or a really easy app, I should say, to use, where you can study vocabulary words using index cards, or it gives you a lot of different options. There's games that you can play, so you can learn the vocabulary terms. I will open up the quiz on Friday so that you can take it. But before I open up that quiz, I would like to try Google Hangouts. So I think one of the things that's going to be really important is that we start establishing some kind of normal routine where we meet. You can talk to me, and I can talk to you. I can see that you're okay. Um, and so I want to try Google Hangouts, and we'll try to do it at least 2 or 3 times a week, where I'll create the class, and that will stay open all the time. So I'm not going to be in it all the time, but we'll schedule times that we can meet in that particular Hangout, so that if you have any questions or you want to show me something, you can just put it to your camera and I can see it. I will be able to show you things. I have a whiteboard that I have so that I can solve problems if you want me to show you anything or to go over any of the problems with you. We're going to be trying to get through the entire topic of waves, but I want to be perfectly blunt with you. I personally don't think there's very much chance we're coming back this year. I've been watching the numbers really closely, and they do not look good. It's not like things are really getting worse. It's just that we didn't really know how many people were infected, and so now we need to we're going to have to really shelter for probably at least all of April and at least a small portion of May. And maybe we might be able to get back at the end of the year, but it's also possible that we won't come back at all. And so it's going to be really important that we all move ahead. We continue to build the skills, work on the problem solving, work on reading for, the close reading. I'm going to give you some lab opportunities, but we may not end up doing the formal labs. That just may not be possible. I just don't know how I can set it up, and you obviously won't even have the equipment that you would need to do it. So we'll do virtual labs. I have some really good virtual labs it will really be helpful, and I'll do some demonstrations for you. I'll show you some things that you can do, but it's gonna be really important that we can see each other and that I can show you the things I'm talking about and not just keep constantly communicating with you by email. So make sure to keep checking in with me every morning through the email. You don't need to say anything. Just click on the email, click reply, click send, so that I know that you got the email. That'll just be a sign to me. It's like you raising your hand to say that you're present for that day. Um, but we're going to try the Google Hangout at. I'll send an email tomorrow giving you the exact time. I have to figure out what my other meetings that I have, but most likely it'll be around 11 o'clock would be my guess. 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and I'll have all my classes meeting at the same time. We'll just put you all together, and I'll let you ask me whatever questions you want to ask. We'll look at anything with waves. And then once that meeting is over, I'll open up the quiz. It's an all multiple choice quiz. It does require some calculations, but I'll open up the quiz for you so you can take that level one quiz, and let's see what you can do so far. We'll take a pause during spring break, but you can still continue working ahead. You can still ask me questions. I'll still be checking my email on a regular basis. I have nowhere to go, so if you continue to do the work and you continue to practice and you want to do a retake, I'll give you another opportunity to do a retake on the quiz during spring break. Um, Most likely, since we're probably good chance we're not coming back, I'm going to need to start seeing whatever work that you've done. So if you've made graphs or tables from the first set of assignments, then you can take pictures of them and start sending them to me right away, and I will make sure to start adding them into your grades so you can see the stuff is being reflected. I still have the energy lab that I'm still scoring, and so I'm trying to get everything set up for the class, and then once I get everything set up, I'll get that lab scored and I'll get that grade in. And that grade could cause your grade to go down because that was actually an assignment from before this all started, but I will definitely try to make sure that no one's grade goes down from this point, that the only thing that you can do is go up, even for the energy lab. I will give you a retake opportunity. I'll make sure you have a chance to improve it so that it's going to help your grade and not bring your grade down. And hopefully I'll have those for you by the end of the spring break. Um, so just please make sure to check the emails every morning. Make sure that you join Google Hangouts as soon as I give you the time and I give you the link, and then just make sure to save that email, star that email somehow, make sure that you can find that email easily so you can get back to that Hangout all the time. And that way we can start to establish kind of a normal class so that we can finish the year strong. I mean, I'm really, feel bad that this happened to all of you during the school year, that It's really a bad thing. Whether you like school or don't like school, this is a really bad thing that's happening. But we will return to normal. It's not the end of the world. It seems like really bad things. It's a really odd time, but we will get back to normal. I just personally think that it may not be until after the end of May, at which point we'll see if they even bring the school back. But everybody will still be able to grow and learn, and everyone will still be able to improve, and everybody will be ready for next year. Whatever the next challenge is coming at you next year, you'll be that much more prepared by having engaged and continue to do the work that we're trying to do. So we really want to make sure everyone doesn't shut down until the end of the school year and just waste this opportunity. Other people are still working hard. Other schools are still working hard. My kids are doing 6 or 7 hours of homework a day. So the rest of the world is going on. It's really important that you continue to go on and continue to grow just like the rest of the people are so that you're not behind when we get to the next school year. So I'll see you at the Google Hangout, and just keep sending me the email questions. Anything that you have, just make sure you send it to me. Everyone stay healthy. I hope your family's doing well.